to Paleo Polly. I am Polly and I'm going to show you something really quick and easy this morning. Now my friend just rang me up. She's coming over in an hour for a cup of tea, and I want to give her something to nibble on, both of us, with our tea, and I've got absolutely nothing in the fridge. Does that sound familiar to you? Well, I have an answer for you, excuse me, and it's absolutely delicious. Normally I'll use pastry, but it's too hard to make or too long to defrost, whatever. I have got some gluten-free bread. Now I've not used this before. It's actually sourdough gluten-free bread. Abbott's in Australia. So I've got that in the fridge, obviously in the freezer I've got my gluten-free bread, yes. And I thought, what else can I put in there? Sun-dried tomatoes. This one I have some leftover chorizo from the pizza on the weekend and some bacon. I've just mixed those in together. Here we have some plant-based feta cheese. It's vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, dairy-free. It's yummy. Here is another plant-based parmesan, which I love using, and I've got eggs. So the first thing actually is to roll it out. I've sprayed this, and to roll out the bread. And I've learnt use the paper, because otherwise the moisture in the bread can actually stick on the rolling pin, and the bread can actually break up and split, and we don't want holes in our bread. So just very carefully roll the bread out. And you've got to remember also with these muffin containers and the bread sizes change all the time. So a lot of gluten-free breads are a little bit smaller, I think, than the general bread, but that's okay, they still fit in to my muffin tin. So I've rolled that out, made it nice and thin. I've got all the crusts here. I'm keeping the crusts because I am going to blend them and turn them into breadcrumbs and keep them in the freezer for when I need breadcrumbs. Whenever the recipe asks for breadcrumbs, I've got a whole lot in the freezer, and they're all gluten-free. I know because I've made them. So I'll just finish rolling these out, and then what I'm going to do is I'll put them in the oven just about 160, just for about 5 or 10 minutes, so that they actually dry out a little bit and make them a little bit more crispy. So here we go. I did this a few weeks ago and I couldn't stop eating them. I thought that they were absolutely delicious. So yes, if you've got pastry, if you've got some gluten-free pastry in the freezer, by all means, but this is a quick, easy, delicious recipe for those of us who have been caught out and having someone over for morning tea or afternoon tea, and they've got to whip something together. And I know my friend is a bit of a savoury person, so she will love these, as I do. I haven't quite thought of what I'll call them. Bread muffins, I guess. Bread muffin sounds good to me. So just go easy. Very easy. Here we go. Almost finished. They can be a little bit delicate. Yeah. And the last one. I just made this recipe up one day, and as far as I'm concerned, and my taste tester, it's like, yeah, it's very nice. Someone just pinged me, so thank you for subscribing. I'm sure you just pinged another subscription for me. Thank you very much, because subscribing to my channel, which you're watching now, is free. Lots of fun. For those who have subscribed, my recipe books that are coming out in the next few months, there may just be a special deal for you if you have subscribed. Okay, There's 6, really easy. I'm going to put them in the oven now for about 5 or 10 minutes. This is all going to be done in an hour, mind you. So this will be, like I said, 5-10 minutes at the most, just to dry them out. And I will be back soon. Welcome back. These have been in the oven for about 10 minutes. They've shrunk a little bit, but that's okay, that's fine. Now here are my ingredients. Now you can actually mix it all together with the eggs, but I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to make sure that everyone gets a fair share of everything. So I'm going to do it individually. I'm putting down the dried tomatoes, semi-dried tomatoes. And in the cookbook you will find lots and lots of different combinations that you can actually put in here. Oh, yum. Here we go. Fill them up as much as you can. And then I have this lovely feta cheese. Oh, it's just melting. There is no reason that vegetarians or vegans have to miss out on the delights of cheese or anything like that, because there are just so many wonderful, either lactose-free or plant-based. Like this, the Parmesan cheese, it's plant-based. So let's put some Parmesan cheese on all of it. I like a lot of Parmesan cheese, in case you didn't realise. Okay. And I put my egg mixture in a jug to make it easy to pour. Perfecto. Yum. Alright, so I'll turn the oven up to about 180. And now I'll put them in the oven, and honestly, oops, there's some yummy cheese. I'm going to put it back in. They will only take about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So again, you can do it all in an hour. See you back here soon so you can see the finished result. Welcome back. Now, here are the finished products. They are absolutely delicious. I don't know if I can lift up the plate a little bit. How easy, honestly, how easily. So these are my bread muffins. I've cut one in half to show you. It's got lots of yummy food. Everything is in there. I'm going to have a bit of bite. Delicious. An hour at the most to prepare these. That's all. Now, you know all the crusts that I cut off? Well, I got my little ninja and I have broken them all down. So we have breadcrumbs in the freezer, because there's nothing worse than you find a really nice recipe and it needs to be crumbed, and it's like, well, gluten intolerant, where do we get our breadcrumbs from? All the crusts, save up, blend them up, put them in the freezer so that they are ready to go whenever you need them. So these are delicious. They are featured in my recipe book, Pop Goes the Picnic, because I think it's nice picnic food, party food, finger food. Kids when they get home from school, or like for me, I've got a friend coming, and this is the quickest, easiest, most delicious thing I can prepare, so that when she gets here, we've got something to eat and share. So thank you very much for watching Paleo Polly, and please subscribe. It's right down the bottom and it's free. And for those who do subscribe, I'm sure there's going to be an amazing special offer when my recipe books are actually published. You might get a bit of a savings there, who knows, but only if you subscribe. So thank you again. This is Paleo Polly signing off, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.